Hey there. It is Wednesday, January 18th, 2023. Happy New Year. Um, I am turning on the camera and I have no idea, I have very little idea what I'm going to say, but I put myself together to go run an errand and thought I haven't talked to y'all in a good while. Had my little song in there, whatever. But I haven't said much and might as well, right? Since I'm actually dressed and all of those things. So, I guess updates. My stomach issues are a lot better. Everything, whatever was causing that, is still there, but it is well managed at least now. I'm eating, excuse me, pretty normally. I'm happy that things are a lot better, and it kind of just makes everything better. We still don't know why. It's possible, the GI specialist said it is possible that the CAA, whatever's going on in my brain, could have some impact on my nervous system in some way that affects my digestion. I don't know. A couple more tests happening. Nothing too exciting. Um, let's see. I have an appointment with the infamous Dr. Stephen Greenberg at Mass General in Boston. It is scheduled for July 5th because he's that big a deal, and it took, he's booked way out. Um, but I'm on a waiting list. Fingers crossed, maybe I get to go see my brother and sister-in-law and nephews in Weymouth and see Dr. Greenberg a little sooner. But hey, I'm just glad I'm in. That's going to be very interesting. I had to run around and like make sure that they had all of my scans from going back to actually before last April, and got a word through the portal that what they saw uh, does at least align it. What is it? What are the words they used? I don't remember, but it correlates with CAA. So as I said before, it's never quite definitive, but they didn't see anything that said, maybe not. So that's where we are. Uh, yeah, it's interesting. So it's been a bunch of months now, and this starts to become a longer term thing, right? So first few months, it's kind of shock and adjustment, and then the stomach issues just really made interrupted that process and raised a lot of new questions, and just really sucked all the way around. And I didn't understand if maybe, there was like decline happening more quickly. And I'm not at the point of like going there now that I've got that under control, which is great. But that was weird. So now I'm like way into this and I'm starting to have all these feelings like I really miss work, and I'm playing with denial in weird ways. Like, I don't know the difference at this point really between optimism and denial. I don't know that there's a way to draw a clear line between those two things. But I have these days where suddenly I have some energy and I don't know when that's going to happen. And I try to do as much as I can or just enjoy it. And then probably 2 days out of three, I don't know, are not like that. Um, they're more like, oh, yeah, things aren't right. Lots of migraines, all of that, even without the stomach stuff. And there's, just fatigue, whatever. Uh, but I am just trying to figure out how much I can do again. I mentioned I ran an errand, so I have figured out driving a little. So I was doing that before. Um, it got harder when I got sick to my stomach because everything got harder. And I had made the video about the time I overdid it. And I think the biggest issue with that was I tried to do a little too much and it was a really sunny day. And because of the way I react to um, bright light and certain soundy, soundy, yes, noisy environments, um, that's just very, very cognitively stressful or something. So, what I have been able to do is just really get grounded in the fact that I can drive when it is cloudy, when it is a short distance, and when I feel okay. And that's working out, and I'm enjoying that. So I took myself to Barnes and Noble kind of on a whim and bought myself. I went to get a sort of like a do it yourself life story journal, something along those lines, where it's got prompts. Because I found that trying to journal was like, I have this tendency to journal when I'm like really upset or struggling or frustrated or there's something heavy like going on, and I worry that that will leave the impression in the future for anyone who reads it that my life was dark or something. And it's not all that, but that's kind of where my instincts are when it comes to journaling. And I would rather be more inclusive and show all of the things. So I went to get one of those, and I actually got two because I couldn't decide, and I might do one or both. Who knows? I'm hoping to get started on that. I might have to nap today, but maybe later, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, and yeah, so in terms of processing what's going on, um, it continues to be really confusing. And I've started to have more questions about the fact that my symptoms, sort of the way this has shown up for me, is not typical, besides the fact that it is a rare thing for my age. Um, my symptoms aren't necessarily kind of what you would see in within the small number of people who might look parallel in other ways. And I think that what's been interesting is, so the microbleeds mostly are in the like frontal area, mostly on the right, but not there in other places. But that's kind of where there's like clusters of them. And if I look at the symptoms of having a concussion, uh, a lot of what I'm experiencing is a lot like that. So I really don't have memory issues, which is fantastic, and I kind of hope that I never do. But if there's like slow decline or whatever, if there's this worsening period, and it stays in the front, that's rough too, because what I know, which is not much, about frontotemporal dementia, which is actually a separate diagnosis, but this could maybe mirror that, or I wonder if it could, is you have lots of weird things happen, like your personality changes and your understanding of social norms and behaviors changes, and I'm already kind of awkward. So I have this fear of really embarrassing myself down the road. And I'm not thinking about that all the time. But in those moments when I am reflecting on the future of my health, that is the thing that comes up just recently that uh, kind of is a little bit of a specter, right? Um, in my vision of things. So let's hope that is not the way it goes. But who knows? I don't know. Yeah. I miss everybody. I want to say something, and I think this will be where I end. So I have a lot of friends, like so many people still in touch, family. It's amazing. I'm very grateful. I will always say that. And then I have a lot of people who maybe I'll run into them or, at church or something. Uh, and they feel bad for not being in touch, and they say, I've really been thinking about you, and I want to be, send a note and maybe we'll do something. And here's what I really want to say is no one should feel bad about any of that. If you haven't been in touch, if you've thought about it, and if you've been busy or if you've just been distracted, it's okay, because God knows I've been that person. And I have no sense of being neglected or anyone forgetting or people don't care or you're a bad friend, or that's just not present in any way, shape, or form. If I hear from you tomorrow or next week or 6 months from now, I am thrilled. I am just, it is amazing and wonderful, and I'm grateful, and it is all only gratitude. So don't worry about it if you happen to be one of those people. I love you, and I'm good today, and I am still hanging in there, and no signs of anything, rapidly changing. So I'm good, and I will be grateful to hear your voice, see a text, see your face. It's all wonderful, and uh, I wish everyone the best. 2023 is not going to suck. I have declared it, and therefore it shall be. Okay, go hug somebody. Love you. Bye.